Coming up, the U.S. military has successfully evacuated American government employees from the U.S. Embassy in Sudan's capital, as infighting has killed hundreds of people in the country this month. And an American Airlines plane is forced to turn around mid-air after one of its engines caught fire. The Daily Rundown starts now. This is Straight Arrow News, bringing you unbiased, straight facts. I'm Kara Rucker. Our top story, the State Department says workers from the U.S. Embassy in Sudan have been evacuated in a special military operation. Infighting between two rival generals has intensified in the country, fueling fears that Sudan could be headed towards a civil war. Dozens of American personnel from the embassy, including diplomatic workers and a U.S. Marine attachment, were safely removed from the region after 100 U.S. troops executed an airlift operation. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said operations at the embassy have been suspended. The State Department says there are no immediate plans to evacuate the hundreds of U.S. civilians currently in Sudan. More than 400 people have been killed and thousands of others injured since fighting broke out earlier this month.
It was in touch with the two generals fighting in Sudan, and now the ceasefire has stopped, it's over. We have to continue pushing for a political settlement. We cannot afford that Sudan, which is a very populated country, implodes, because it will be sending shockwaves around the whole Africa.
China is having to walk back remarks by its top diplomat in Paris who questioned the sovereignty of former Soviet countries in a televised interview. This as much of the world remains wary of China's relationship with Russia. The Chinese ambassador was asked a question on Crimea and its controversial annexation by Russia. The ambassador said ex-Soviet countries don't have any status under international law. The comments led to sharp criticism, with China now acknowledging the status of former Soviet member states as sovereign nations. An American Airlines plane had an engine go out and catch fire soon after takeoff because of a bird strike. Flames from the wing were captured on camera by passengers. The plane was departing from Columbus, Ohio, headed to Phoenix, Arizona on Sunday morning. Immediately following takeoff, the pilot called in a bird strike and turned the aircraft around, safely landing shortly after the incident. American Airlines passengers on a flight from Charlotte, North Carolina had a similar view 3 days prior, looking out the window to see flames shooting from the wing while on the runway about to take off for Dallas. Those passengers were safely evacuated off the aircraft. American said there was a mechanical issue that started that fire. According to the FAA, large birds are one of the most dangerous elements of nature that pilots have to deal with. For domestic air travel, bird strikes are to blame for 350 deaths over the history of U.S. passenger flights. The FAA says bird strikes may be on the rise due to an increase in bird population and aircraft becoming quieter in the skies.
The whole thing is like we just wanted to leave. We were trying to leave.
Instead of just calling the police and have trespassers on my own, he decided to shoot.
I don't think it's right. I think he should get his gun license taken.
A Florida couple says their car was shot at after they went to the wrong address while delivering groceries for Instacart. This happened in an upscale neighborhood about 30 miles outside of Miami. According to a police report, the couple said their GPS led them to the wrong house. The homeowner told investigators he feared for his children's safety and that the couple was driving erratically. No one was hit and no charges were filed. The incident comes on the heels of at least 3 other incidents that have grabbed national attention, where people were shot for mistakenly turning into the wrong property or getting into the wrong car. The 3 Tennessee lawmakers who led a gun reform protest in the state capitol building and faced expulsion over disrupting legislative proceedings will be guests of the White House today. 2 of the 3 lawmakers, State Representatives Justin Jones and Justin Pearson, were briefly expelled, while Representative Gloria Jones was nearly ousted in a vote by their peers. President Biden has invited the trio to the Oval Office to thank them for leading the protest.
I'm pleased to share that the President looks forward to welcoming Tennessee State Representative Justin Jones, Justin Pearson, and Gloria Johnson to the White House this coming Monday. And the 3 lawmakers thanked the President for his leadership on gun safety and for spotlighting the undemocratic and unprecedented attacks on them in the Tennessee State House. The President looks forward to continuing that discussion when they all meet.
Bed Bath & Beyond has filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. In its filing, the company said it will start to close down all 475 remaining brick-and-mortar stores by the end of June. That figure includes 125 buybuy BABY stores. The company said it will still try to sell some or all of its business. And if you have store coupons, Wednesday will be the last day the store accepts them. That same day, store closing sales are expected to begin. The struggling retailer has been warning of a potential bankruptcy since January. The Super Mario Bros. Movie topped the weekend box office again, earning more than $400 million nationwide, the second fastest animated film to reach those numbers. And apparently this moose heard about the buzz and wanted to see it for himself. This moose walked into a movie theater in Alaska, helping himself to some concessions, completely unbothered by his surroundings. This is about as far as his movie experience would get, though. The animal was sent back outside the theater, as there is a no moose allowed policy at the movie theater. And believe it or not, this is the second time within a month that a moose was wandering into a building in the region. The first incident involving a moose that walked through an automatic door into an Anchorage medical building. We can report he did not need medical attention, but was rather just scoping the place out like his buddy down at the movies. These are your top stories. Thanks for watching the Daily Rundown. We're on a mission to bring back trustworthy journalism by serving only you, not an agenda. Be sure to check out more of our work at straightarrownews.com. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Until then, I'm Kara Rucker. Have a great day.